welcome Aquarius to my channel. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, and this will be your monthly February 2019 love reading and monthly energies. So we're going to start off with your monthly energies, where we will continue with the whole month. We'll pull from my Sacred Power Oracle deck for your monthly energies. And then we're going to move on to your love reading after that. There we will talk about how you're feeling, how your mate's feeling, and then any obstacles and advice for you. But right now, what we're going to work on is your monthly read. This is your energies. This is a general reading for all Aquarius for February 2019. So thank you. Let's get started. First, we're going to pull for the first week, second week, and it looks like we have third week already. Okay. You know, I was working on your energies before I got on here, and I got so many messages for you, and the same thing is occurring. I'm only looking for 4 messages, and to drill down on that so we can get a little more clarity. But I feel like Spirit's guiding me in a different direction for this reading. So just go with me, guys. Just go with me. All right, I just want to start from the beginning here. We have divine consciousness. This came in reverse. Retreat, communication, then exploration. So usually I would go for this for the 4 weeks of the month. But in addition, you received affirmations, rest, reflection, energy balancing. And then, and usually I don't show you guys all the cards because I don't have all day. But I feel like you need to see all that is coming out for you in this reading. So that's what I'm going to do, because a lot is actually coming out. Aquarius. So it seems like some of you are not in touch with your internal selves. You are off balance. And that's whatever balance is to you. But I feel like something is going on in your community that may be creating this sense of unrest, that may be allowing you to rest, that may be allowing you to take a seat back, and also maybe giving you the opportunity to reflect, but maybe that's not what you want to do right now. But let me just start. The beginning of the month, we have divine consciousness affirmations. And the rainbow dragon. This is about how you're feeling right now. This is just talking about your energies. Many of you can look at this, find out what color really stands out with you. Go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to break this down. So I'm going to see what else comes out for you in regards to this rainbow dragon. But what I want to let you know at the beginning of the month, you guys may be trying to manifest something. But I feel like you're doing it from a place of physicality, not spirituality. Does that make sense? But let's go ahead and clarify. What is it that's going on at the beginning of the month? Thank you, higher spirit. Ooh, okay. Some of you may be nurturing others and just trying to remain patient. Because some of you are waiting for, like I said, again, something that you've been working on for a long time to blossom. So you're just trying to be patient through this. But I just wonder why you're not really honed in on your divine consciousness, your higher self at this time. I feel like you're trying to manifest something. And this may be a love at the beginning of the month. But I just feel like right now it's not here for you. But let me just show you what came out. So Your heart chakra came out at the beginning of the month. This is something you're trying to balance. But also what came out for you is love in reverse. For simple love, basic love, and love abounds. These are two messages of, you know, love going to the next level, and you just even obtaining that simple, I don't even want to say even a respectful friendship type of love. So at the beginning of the month, you guys may be feeling like you're not loved. You may have felt like you put forth a lot of effort and you were waiting for something to blossom. But it's something that you're not seeing here. Let's go ahead to the second week. Second week, we have that you're going to take a time out. You're going to retreat. Get some rest. And then you have community. Seems a little contradictory if you're going to retreat from everyone. But I feel like some of you are not going to be able to get away from other people, but you're going to try to take a time out. You may feel like you can't get away from other people. I feel like you're going to be impacted by what's going on around you while you're trying to take a time out for yourself. But let's go ahead and clarify a little deeper and see what this is really about. Yeah, again, you receive reaching out in reverse. This is about you, again, taking that time away. You're not trying to reach out. You don't want nobody to reach out to you. You just want to do you. But I feel like maybe some people may be reaching out to you and maybe you're not accepting their call. But you're trying to just go inwards. Because I feel like some of you at the beginning of the month feel like some people have been just taking you off your game. And at second week of the month, you're like, in order to get that back, I'm going to have to retreat. Deal with self. Work on self. There's someone you don't trust in your community that you have been observing. That's perhaps trying to reach out to you again. Maybe this is someone you wanted to embrace, but you have been observing their habits and you are not trusting them, which is the reason why you're pulling back. We're not even doing your love reading yet. I'm just saying, Aquarius. What's going on? Okay, so let's go to the third week of the month. Third week of the month, you have communication, but reflection. So you may finally reach out to someone come the third week of the month after you have reflected. So that second week of the month, you're trying to take time to reflect on yourself. And then I see you may finally communicate about what it is that you know, what it is that you want to say at that time. But let's get some more clarity, Aquarius. Okay. So third week of the month, you guys are trying to seek the truth. You're looking at things from a different perspective. Your solar plex chakra may be off. This may be some nervousness. You may not feel a sense of stability during this time. And then you have rest and reconciliation, reconsider, in reverse. So this is, again, you coming out of this place of retreat, and you're finally coming out in the open, and now you want to find the truth. After you have taken time to reflect on yourself. Third week of the month, I'm seeing unconditional love in reverse, energy balancing, and exploration. So, and actually that came out in reverse. It came out exploration first, then unconditional, then energy balancing, then unconditional love. And at the end of your reading, which could have gone a lot further as far as your monthly energies, is change. Okay, Aquarius. So I feel like a lot is going on here because there's some changes you want to make. You guys are looking for the truth. And before, and like I said, as I was meditating on your energies, I saw chaos and conflict coming in. Again, this change, this is something that you're not ready for. I feel like some of you have, again, been in something, a job, a relationship, something that you have created something with someone else. And you've gone the distance. And now you're at a place where you were trying to see what happens. You're like, I put forth all the energy and now I want to see what's happened. Let's see if what they do now. Like I put myself out there, now let's see what they do with that. And so you guys start to reflect, look at yourself. Again, with this community, this tribe, you have a tribe here. Some of you might have felt lonely and have had to find your tribe, come into people, get in alignment with people that are more like you. People that may look at things from a different perspective, who are calling on a higher power. Because I feel like some of you have realized that someone wasn't as loyal to you. And it's just going to create a little conflict this month. Let me get you some advice for that before I move on to the love reading. Again, the love reading will be about how you're feeling, how your mate's feeling, and then what obstacles and advice we have for you. But let me get you some advice now for this monthly reading before we move forward. Because I see a lot of change coming your way, Aquarius. Drastic change, actually. I feel like some of you will be leaving some people behind, all while meeting some other new people. Your first advice is letting go of guilt. And the second is visualizing abundance in all forms. This is not just about money. This is about all forms of abundance. So the first one is letting go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or how much time you felt like you put in when you should not have. Or, again, there's no judgment. It's not about whether or not you should not have, because that's judgment. Point is, at the end of the day, forgive yourself for what you have done, because it was a part of your process. Whether you should have done it or should not have done it, the judgment is gone. And I feel like some of you are saying, well, I should not have put in so much time. But it was a part of your process. And you wouldn't be here now if you hadn't put forth the time. So it was not a waste of time. It was just a part of your process. Remember, you guys have to go through the process to get to where you actually want to go. You can't skip it. But let's go. So forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done right, or trusted God and love in this process unconditionally for who you are. Trust God unconditionally. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So some of you may find out something this month and you may not feel like, you might have felt like you've wasted some time, some years, some months. And again, I don't know if I gave you my spiel. I love to hear your comments, guys. Make sure you leave your comments below. I love to hear how this resonates with you, because some of you have been in a relationship for a long time, or have been in something that has just taken way too much of your time. And you now feel like, and you're going to come to find out you don't think it was worth the time. And you may berate yourself with guilt over it, but let that go. Let go and let God. Because it was a part of your process, and it's okay, okay? And then visualize abundance in all forms. And God gave you such spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of what you want, which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience, okay? I need you guys to know that, okay? So don't feel bad about the time you spent on this relationship or on this job. Maybe I'm feeling like it's definitely a relationship, because someone's not feeling unconditionally loved in this process. And I think that's what's creating an issue, and why you feel like some of you may feel like, you've wasted your time. And I just want to let you know you have not. Let's go ahead and get started with your love reading. We're going to, like I said, look at how you're feeling, how your mate's feeling, and then we're going to look into your advice. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Again, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot. Please make sure you thumbs up before you guys leave. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell down there if you ever want to know when I'm going live, when I'm doing premieres, things of that nature. This year I plan on going live more often, so make sure you definitely hit that bell so when I'm live you can actually ask questions, things of that nature while I'm live. But again, what I love more than anything is your comments, when it resonates with you. the part that resonates with you. By the way, this is a general reading, so make sure you look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for more clarity. Also, in addition to that, make sure you also recognize that this can go vice versa. I'm about to talk about Aquarius right now, but after Aquarius, then I'm going to talk about your mate. But it may seem like it's the opposite. So just take what resonates with you. Raising the vibrations for Aquarius. Let's go. Past, present, and future. For Aquarius, we're looking at past, present, and future. Whoop. For Aquarius. Ooh. Past, present, and future for Aquarius. Let's go for future. We have past and present. Let's go for the future. Ooh. All right. Okay, we got a little bit more this time as well, but that's all right. Okay, so what we received was paying attention to the red flags. This was in the reverse in the past. You also received letting go of control issues. This is also in reverse in the current. In the near future, you have getting to know each other and very soon. Okay, so just off the back, what I'm seeing here is simply that some of you, again, and this sounds familiar. This sounds actually similar to another reading that I did. Some of you didn't want to know the truth. Some of you disregarded the signs in the past. You weren't trying to control the situation. You was letting somebody else do all the work. You know, you didn't care one way or the other. I feel like you cared, but you didn't really care about what they were doing, if they were doing anything else. Okay? For whatever reason, but let's look further into that. And then in the near future, you want to get to know each other a little deeper. So some of you may have been in a relationship where you didn't really want to get to know the person all like that. It wasn't that important to you. But as you revealed your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens in the near future. So in the near future, very soon, you have to clearly decide what it is that you want. Aquarius. All right, so let's go ahead. See what happened here in the past. Okay. Okay. In the past here, you felt like you were getting what you needed. You felt like you were stable. As a result of that, you didn't want to rock the boat, okay? What came out was giving and receiving. You felt like your relationship was balanced. You felt okay with your red chakra. Red chakra is about that stability, financial stability, stability in general. You felt grounded with this person, which is why you decided, you felt comfortable, which is why you decided not to, you know, not to be cautioned by the signs. So you just wanted your relationship to blossom at that time. So you basically changed your focus from anything that you felt might have been negative because you wanted this relationship to blossom, okay? Let me get a little more clarity here in the past. And again, if the past resonates with you, then most likely the current and the future will as well. So let's see if there are any additional messages regarding the past. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Aquarius. Some of you, again, I'm seeing you practicing this sense of patience here in the past. I feel like some of you knew what was going on and even left or went back to someone, but who may not have been all too, I'm seeing a water sign here. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing fire. I see Sagittarius here. May even be Cancer here. But I feel like you guys knew what was going on, okay? And you also received the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is also about that balance, similar to what we just received. And you were fine with this. As long as you were balanced, you were fine. But I feel like some of you went back to someone else. Again, I'm seeing fire again here. Maybe fire, someone juggling a fire sign as well. But I feel like you went back to them because you wanted to have a fresh start. You have the Ace of Cups here. But again, I feel like you're not asking any questions. You're not trying to cause any conflict, arguments, or anything like that, okay? So this is just kind of confirming what I already said. So let's keep going. Let's see what's going on currently for Aquarius. Let go of control issues. So, because this is in reverse, and I do read these in reverse, so I'm just letting you know. Yeah. Ooh. I feel like in the past, you guys were actually maybe following your intuition. But again, I'm feeling like in the current, whatever's going on in your relationship right now, I feel like you maybe think you don't have any control over this. So you're just letting go. You don't want any control. You're just like, I don't have any control over this. But I feel like some of you may not be, you may not even have control over it ending. So you're just feeling like you don't even want to listen to your higher self. You don't even want to think there could be possibly something else because you're just not quite sure. Please clarify. I just received the Death card, which is Scorpio. Please clarify what this is about. Because I really feel like you don't have any control left on this. Okay, I'm seeing Virgo, Capricorn, Earth. Some of you may be ready to end this relationship because it is a burden. You're no longer wanting to work on this relationship. I feel like you're at a place where you're contemplating what it is that you want. I feel like someone you may have found out have some addictions that you have no control over, and now you no longer want to accept an offer from them. Okay? So let's go ahead and move to the near future, getting to know each other for Aquarius. Let's see, because it looks like you went back to them in the past. It looks like you go back again. You're still with them. Currently, you go back as well. But let's see what it is in the near future. This is obviously the same person. Or is it not so obvious? So let's find out. In the near future, what do we have going on? So you're trying to get to know each other and decide if this is someone you really want to be with. And you decide. You do decide what it is that you want. You receive the Wheel of Fortune. Getting to know each other, things are going to start to go well. Some of you may feel like, again, you may have to end this. So you were in the Hangman state, but you have Hangman in reverse. Hangman is you have made a decision. So after you were in that hermit mode, you're now at a place where you've made a decision. And you may not be speaking on it right now because you still had a decision to make. Some of you may still be in and out of this decision. But again, this is telling me you have made a decision. This is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is when you have a path, two paths to take, and you are not quite sure which one to take. But for me, when it's in reverse, this means to me, again, alongside of this Hangman, that you've made a decision. And FYI, I see the fire sign coming out. So you may choose to be with a fire sign. And then right after that was Aries. Okay. I definitely see you guys. Someone is definitely giving up on a relationship here as well due to manipulation. So it may be a couple people here because I did see some juggling. Yeah. And then what just came out is a third party. So someone may be left heartbroken after this. And may have to, again, take a step back. I just saw two queens come out also, earth sign and an air sign. So this could be who you're having to deal with right now. I also see you, Aquarius, feeling appreciated. So I know that makes sense to somebody out there. Make sure you leave your comments. Please leave your comments. And let's just go ahead and move on. I feel like more is coming out, so I'm just getting more clarity here. But ultimately, I'm seeing this earth sign again here. I feel like someone is leaving a family situation. I feel like something they were bored with. Maybe someone was in a heartbreak situation. They're leaving this situation. They're no longer moving forward. And they're wanting to start brand new. So there's someone that's starting brand new with someone else, okay? And they're having to decide who they want. And I really believe it's between this earth sign and this fire sign. Some of you have a family with this person to where, like I said, you just got to a point where I feel like you were kind of over this situation. But again, because you have the World card in reverse, it leads me to believe, again, that it's not fully over, but you're just trying to, you may decide to pump the brakes a bit, okay? So, please leave your comments. Thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to your mate. Let's go on to Aquarius mate. Aquarius mate. Thank you, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors. I call upon you to give us a message. The majority of the Aquariuses out there. Reach as many people as possible. Okie dokie. And, okay, here we go. All right, so in the near future here, for your mate, we have codependency in the past. Staying optimistic was in reverse for them in the current. Near future, they have engagement in reverse, giving this relationship a chance in reverse, and then flirting upright. All right. This partner here is questioning whether or not this relationship is for them. I feel like in the past here, they had some addictions. We saw that earlier, and that might be the reason why Aquarius is rolling out. Maybe they had some addictions dealing with drinking, or this could be maybe an addiction that was affecting their job, but for some reason it brought your relationship to a humbling halt, to where it came to an ending. There was actions taking place to end this relationship. You have the Tower, the World, and the Eight of Wands. But what came out first was losing hope. You know, them losing hope that they could even work on a situation even. Maybe that they would even be able to come out of this addictive situation. And then you receive the Tower and then the World. The Tower is not necessarily terrible. Why? Because you have the World right next to it. And then you're able to make moves, or they were able to make moves. So something had to end where they were feeling unappreciated. They no longer saw a future there because they wanted something new with someone else. Yeah, they had a decision to make too, because they were ousted also by someone. So this could be you that they were ousted by, or someone else. But they also had a decision to make here in the past. Seemingly about a soulmate here. They had to gain the strength in order to move forward. They had to work on this addiction. And then I feel like they wanted to hold on to someone else. Okay? Or hold on to you or someone else. I feel like an offer was made to maybe a water sign here. But they, again, wanted to start fresh and wanted to start anew. So this is kind of mirroring you in an effect. But I feel, again, like they were also worried also. But they wanted to start over with the family, because they felt like whoever this was, you were their risk come true. At this time, they did not feel heartbroken or felt like they were not in a three-way relationship here, or a three-party relationship, but they were not heartbroken here in the past. But I feel like someone might have turned down their offer of love, or maybe they were turning down the offer of love due to, again, these addictions. But I feel like they worked on this. Okay, so let's go ahead into the current. Your partner is having a hard time staying optimistic. They're not looking at this in a positive way. Positive thinking and faith will bring them romance. They are not feeling all so positive. They are feeling more negative than anything. Not negative, but they just don't feel optimistic that this is going to work out. So let's please clarify. Thank you. Yeah, because they know there were some lies, arguments, juggling, lies, not telling the truth, losing faith, someone put their heart up and wasn't able to deal with the situation. They also have the Seven of Cups here. Some people might have had a gambling problem as well. So I feel like they've lost so much. They've lost a lot through this process due to lies, and deceit, and I just want to show you what came out. The moon, Pisces, that's about illusions, arguments. Someone's like over it. Again, they have the star card, losing faith here. Knight of Swords. To me, that is about, again, that clarity. They're not getting that clarity, not giving that clarity, because I see someone definitely juggling. But again, what confirms that juggling is all these cups. Looks like this person had a lot of options and feel like they cannot make a comeback. You know, now they're wanting to express something a little more true and move forward. But they do realize how much money they've spent, how much they've lost in this process, whatever. And they recognize now that your heart is guarded, or now their heart is guarded. Again, this could be vice versa. So this, again, could be what you did to them. Okay? So let's move on to the near future. So they have engagement in reverse. Again, this is about, you know, engagement is about things moving forward. But this is, again, at like a screeching halt. So let's see, clarify what's going on here in the near future. Because in the near future here, they're not moving forward. They're not giving their relationship a chance. They may be flirting with something new because they feel like someone is just taking time away from them. They're not deepening the bond at this time. But at some point, they may feel like it may be safe to love you, but they're not quite sure if you could be the one anymore. Okay? So in the near future, they do want to work on this situation. They're willing to start fresh, new, something small, to kind of rebuild what they've lost. They feel like, you know, they have lost a sense of fortune here. And again, I'm seeing this fire and earth. Fire and earth is coming out, guys. So please, you know, clarify that below. Make sure you leave a comment in regards to that. And I'm seeing air. I'm seeing all these women here. Someone looked like they had a lot of options. But ultimately, I feel like they, you know, maybe they really want to be with this person here from the past. And I'm seeing fire here as well. They're not sure if you're down to go back to them. And I'm seeing Aries here also. So, all right. So let's go ahead and find out what your blocks are. Let's see what Aquarius blocks are. Blocks and obstacles in this situation. If it's not already apparent to you. But I just would like to get a little more clarity on that. So let's see what the blocks are and obstacles in this relationship. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Playfulness is what came out for you, but in reverse. To recapture the romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So because they came out in reverse, I'm going to just get a little more clarity in regards to this. Because to me, playfulness, especially in reverse, is like a person is just feeling way too heavy. They feel like there's too much that's going on here. There's too much that's been done. I don't think this person, someone no longer feels like they can move forward in this relationship. They're not clear on what they want. They no longer want to be sad. They feel like they've lost the love. And I feel like someone else wants to strengthen the bond. Someone has a decision to make. And until they can do that, this is not going to move forward. Okay? So let's go ahead and get advice first for Aquarius mate. And so Aquarius mate can find out what they can do to kind of hopefully help in this moving forward. And then we're going to also look at Aquarius. Get some advice for Aquarius. But we're going to start off with practical advice for Aquarius mate and then love advice for Aquarius mate. So practical advice for Aquarius mate. In order to rebuild and be successful, you may need to hold back. Not go for something new at this time. Stop trying to Go out for something else, like a new opportunity, and wait for things to blossom. Give and take. Make sure it's equal. Change your focus. Make a decision so you can strengthen this bond. Work on your sacral chakra as well. Let's go ahead and also find out what the love advice is. Love advice for Aquarius mate. Love advice for Aquarius mate. Romance. Lavish the one that you love with personal attention and affection. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. This is the second time you got this message of shifting your focus. Stop looking at the little things. Look at what's real. And then that's how you can get what you want. Okay? You receive change your focus, and then you receive shift your focus, both as advice. Hopefully you guys can see this. Advice. Okay? Then you also receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something loving from others is a way of showing love as well. So maybe you need to give and maybe you need to receive, okay? But at the end of the day, I feel like some of you definitely need to receive. But from what I'm seeing here, they're saying lavish. So I feel like some of you are on one side of the coin and some of you are on the other side of the coin. Some of you need to lavish that person, some of you need to receive, but I feel like both of you need to receive and give. So again, this is about that give and take. That's why you got that message, because this is about giving and receiving, making sure that you're in an equal relationship. Some people put other people so far beyond themselves. Some people are so the opposite, where they put themselves above everyone else. So whichever side of that you're on, just make sure that that is equal. Make sure that that is balanced. And some people, I've heard some people say, well, it can never be equal all the time. Possibly true, but the point is, today I may get my way, tomorrow you may get your way, but the next day you mean to make sure I'm getting my way again, and then you just have to find that equal, and what's equal to you. But sometimes your idea of what's equal may be a bit off, because you have not been receiving for so long, or maybe because you've been abused for so long, you do not know what equal give and take really is. If that's the case, then get some advice so you can make sure that you are actually giving and receiving. Sometimes you'll see even some of your friends or family may be able to help you with that. Maybe that's why you're taking the time back for right now. Okay? Some of you are not confronting what's inside of you. And so you need to confront this issue. Take the time out to actually heal. You need to take control of your own life. This is for Aquarius here. What came out for you is confront, control, heal. This is about you taking steps yourself. And I'm going to get multiple advice for you, Aquarius. You won't just get the two that your mate got, but you're going to get an abundance of messages for this right now. But nonetheless, again, make sure you leave your comments and thumb up before you leave. But confront, control, heal. You're going to have to confront something inside of you. Like I said, some of you were refusing to see that you were allowing things to happen to you. So then you seem to act like, oh, but they did this to me. But you played a part in it because you didn't want to take control of your own life. You left it all up to them. You left it up to them to heal you. You left it up to them for them to make you stable, keep you stable, make you feel stable. But you have to take control over your own life. And you could do this in a feminine way, Some of you may want to start something new, have something new, create something new. I just feel like some of you gave over all your power. You're going to have to really pull back your power. And question your perception. I just had this conversation with you just now. Your perception may be a bit off. You may need to get someone else's advice. Again, it's not that it's a bad perception. It just may be a bit off based on how you were raised, based on your situation, based on you being in a situation for so long. Again, change is hard sometimes. And like I said, we had change coming for you through the month of February. And change can be difficult, especially if you do not know how to change, or really it's just an accepting the change. People are more familiar with people are more comfortable with what they're familiar with. Familiarity doesn't make it right. It just means you've been doing it for a long time, right? You've just been doing it for a long time. Familiarity does not make it right. Is that the name of this video? Familiarity doesn't, people are not going to click on this video. They're going to be like, familiarity? Who is this person talking about some familiarity? But familiarity does not make it right. So if you are familiar with something that may be perhaps a little off, you may want to just get someone else's perception, learn a new perception. Think of just, go from a logical perspective, perhaps even in determining what it is that you really want. Just looking at it from a different perspective, that's all. So let's go ahead and get you one more bit of advice here. Your love advice for Aquarius. Aquarius love advice. Make sure you guys look into your foundation as well. Some of you may be okay with something because you saw your parents do it, because that's how you were raised, Also, here we go. We have spend some quality time together. We also have here show simple acts of kindness and expressing love through gifts. These are the advice for Aquarius at this time. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those that we have significant relationships with. Listen and talk to each other. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses their love, your love to them. Focus on love. You guys have the same, similar. Focus on love. Change your focus. Look for good attributes in each and every person in your life and demonstrating love, okay? Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it, Aquarius, okay? I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I really appreciate you. I love you guys. I hope to see you back the second part of February for your love reading. Guys, enjoy your Valentine's Day, enjoy your Black Love Day, whatever it is that you celebrate. Enjoy love in general. Whether you have someone in your life or not, make sure you're still enjoying that day. Make sure you're pampering yourself, giving back to yourself. Give gifts to others. I know at one point, even I might have had a mate of my own, but at that time I just felt like, I wanted to give to other people. So what I did was all the women in my team and in my department at the time, I gave everybody a rose, everybody a flower, just so they could feel special, whether they were married or not. Especially, I think I really gave it to the single women. Hey, single women. But nonetheless, I gave it to other people because I just wanted to express that love to others because I was so loved. So make sure that, there's other ways to give and take during this time, and it does not have to be from a partner in that capacity. Okay? I love you guys. Have a blessed life. Enjoy your Valentine's Day and enjoy your life. I love you. Bye-bye.